Okay, so I'm going to explain how to do makeup in terms of how I do my regular makeup. Nothing super fancy, just what I look like at school, I guess. First, let's put on primer. Use Neutrogena Shine Control. Looks like that. And you just like, obviously you like wash your hands first, but you just put it on your hands and like rub it all over your face. But that bottle is about $10, probably. And I mean, I have really sensitive skin, so, and this doesn't irritate you at all, so it's good. Next, I use my actual foundation. I use the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse Porcelain Ivory because I am ridiculously white. As you can tell right now, I look really red, but the rest of my body's white. That's why I put this on to like match the rest of my body. Besides the point. This itself is maybe like $8-9 maybe. But it usually lasts about like a month and a half, so it's pretty good. And then you do the same thing, but like obviously you're a lot more careful with this one because it actually has color in it, and this is what people are gonna see. But you can always put on more. I mean, I've used all different kinds of, I'm putting on more, but I've used a lot of different foundations, and my skin's really sensitive, and I mean, for me, Revlon makes you break out, Neutrogena makes my skin really dry, and I just don't like how the other ones look, so all the ones that I use, I've always had a positive reaction to all the kinds of foundation from Maybelline. I've used the creamy ones with the pad and everything, and I've used the ones where you just put your finger in, but I tend to like this liquid one more just because I didn't like having to use the same pad over and over, and it got disgusting, and it looked dirty. I didn't like it. But like as you can see right now, like my skin's starting to like look less red because I'm Irish and that happens. And then you can put like spot treatments like where you have more red areas because, you know, breakouts and stuff. And you can still kind of see it, but it's clearly not as visible as it was before. So that's pretty much where it's at right now. It's just even with my neck. And if you're using a darker foundation, always make sure to put some like right here to blend it into the rest of your head, because then you'll look like a cake face and it'll look really weird. Sometimes if I look really tired or if I have a really bad breakout, I use the Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer from Maybelline. Looks like that. Can't see if you can see that, but yeah, and then you just crank it, and then you just put it like a little bit like that, and obviously I'm gonna put that like right there right now, because, you know, and you just tap. You don't want to smear it, because then it won't really do what you want it to do. You just want to make sure that it stays in place. You do want to put a light layer of foundation on your eyelids before you put eyeshadow on, just because it makes it like an evener tone. Not perfectly even though, because then it'll definitely be able to tell that you put makeup on underneath, but just like a little bit so it's not like dark purple compared to whatever else you need your face. Next I'm using Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. The two come in a set, and it's just like a compact. And I mean, right now it does come with a pad, but mine got gross and I threw it out. I need to get a new one because I'm clearly out of it, which means I use it a lot and it's very effective and it's good. I have very oily skin, so I need to use a lot of the Shine Control products, or otherwise my makeup will smear through and it'll look disgusting. But if you have light skin, just use a regular primer and powder just to set your makeup. Doesn't have to be for Shine Control. And then you just brush it on. It's better, I think, with a brush than with the pad, because the pad, it can, like, if you already have your makeup set where you want it to go and then you put a pad on it, it can smear your makeup into a different spot. Where if you use a brush, it's just very light and it doesn't change what you've already done, and it just brushes the powder on your face. And you don't want to put that much powder on, because then it'll look really sketchy and you'll look like a clown and it'll look really weird. But just put some on so it doesn't look like you still have a wet face. So just like, you can tell it looks any different. Probably not. I mean, I just want to look like normal, not like movie star, because then it'll look like, why are you trying so hard at school, you know? But next I do my eyeshadow. I'm just using a regular LA Colors palette. It's nothing expensive. Oh, I forgot to do that. This is like $7 and this is $10. This is probably like $5. It's not even, because like everybody's all concerned about the fancy eyeshadows. I only use like 2 colors out of the whole palette, but you know, like green for St. Patrick's Day and stuff like that. For a casual day, I would do just, alright, I'll do that. I used the 2 brown shades. I used the darker shade with this is a Bare Minerals brush on both sides. I used the other side for the powder. This is about $15. Use the darker brown for your actual lid, just because that's where your skin is darker, because on the top it actually matches your real skin tone. And I like to put a little bit right here, so it like, I mean, this one has sparkles in it, and I tend to like ones with sparkles because you can see it from far away, and I know I look really tired because it's late, and I'm sorry. But after that, I take a little bit of the lighter gray with the sparkle, just a little bit so you can barely even see it. And I like to put it like right up here, just so like when the light catches it, like it makes your bones, I don't mean bones, but it looks a lot better. It's more like a lazy smoky eye. Like publicly acceptable, not going to a club smoky eye, I guess. And you can always put another shade of gray, a darker one, closer to your eye. But I don't have one at the moment. Next. For lipstick, I have like theater lipstick, like the straight up red and pink, but I don't really use those for a regular date. To go to school, I tend to use baby lips with the neon pink. It's not really neon, it's more of a peachy color, but my lips tend to be really dry, and this is very creamy, so it doesn't turn out to look really like you put it on a couple hours ago. So it's very, and you just like dab it on. I wouldn't, when you put lipstick on, just dab it. I wouldn't recommend smearing it because then it gets too heavy and it's just... Then you just go like that. And then always go like down to the sides and across the bottom, because when you do that weird lip thing, sometimes it gets in places it should not be. If you just put lipstick on, it tends to look really dry and dull, so I like to put... Baby lips is only like $4 or $5, by the way. I can't open this because my hands have makeup on them, but Jesus Christ. What is going on? Sorry. What is... Forgive me. Okay, I got it. Okay, this is just like a clear liquid lip gloss. Has no color. Got this from like Old Navy with a set of 2 other ones of these two too. It's a light pink and sparkle and just a plain peach. I like to put the clear over regular lipstick just to make it shine and look like it looks much better. If you can see that now. And then you'll probably have like a little ring, so you need to like take care of that. But now it looks better. Next, let's see. I normally don't wear blush, so I have one, but I never use it. So what I would do is just use a peach color from my palette and just like put a little bit on the fat brush and then just like put it like right here and go like around, not necessarily on your cheek, more like down here, because when you smile it's more like, and then the redness would get right here, not up here. That would make you look like a doll, if that helps to explain that. You just want it to be very subtle, not like you're actually wearing blush, because unless you're going to a recital, it would look really weird. Alright. Now for the eyeliner. When I first learned how to do eyeliner, I used crayon, and I thought it was really like safe because it was nothing hard. It was just put in your waterline and that's it, and I recommend that for starters. Right now I'm using liquid Rimmel London Exaggerate eyeliner. Looks like that. It's about $9–10. But I also have, for recital, I used to use pencil occasionally. So I have them. I don't like to use them much, but I will try to explain if I can find... Aha, okay. So there's 2 ways to do... I'm not going to actually do this because it's really... I don't want to get involved, but I'll explain it. A pointed pencil, you have to clip off a really small point of it, just the tip, so it's still really sharp, but it's not... Can you see that? Like, it's not perfectly tipped. Because, like, if you put a point on your eyeliner, it's not going to run the way you want it to. And then you could either go like that and go in your waterline, or you would take a lighter. This one's old. Put the pencil down. There we go. Okay. And then just hold it next to it, not actually in it because you don't want it to catch fire, and then just look at it really quickly. You only have to hold it there for like 2 seconds. It starts to melt. And then you just wait for like 2 seconds, and then like put it in there. So it's not super hot, but it's like, so you just put it there. Not even, here, I'll show you. Ready? It's really close. Just hold it there for a second. Now it's wet again. Like, it's so quick. And you just do it and just keep going. Okay? I'm going to put that back while it's still hot. Leave that there. That's how you would do it. I don't want to do that right now because I'm going to do the liquid. But it's the same exact way. That makes it more like a crayon, and that would probably be easier for a first time because liquid tends to burn your eyes if you don't do it correctly. When you're doing if you're going to do the bottom, just scrape off a little bit of the liquid in the bottle, because if you put too much, it's going to go into your eye and then it's going to burn. You're not going to like that, but you just take this, and I'm going to like look at myself really creepily, just ignore that, and you're just going to go just a little bit. And some of it will get into your eye like that. And to get that out, just use the side of your finger, not actually like your fingertip. And then it just goes away. You do the same thing. I like to use the side of the brush better. It just has more ink on it. And I feel like I have more control over it. See, that one didn't run as much because you put less on. I can show you how to do wings, I guess. I don't really like to do them because I have, like, it tends to get marks up here by the end of the day. Kind of annoys me. So, I don't know, I'm not gonna really do wings, just I can't even see correctly. This is a mirror, so I can see close up to what I'm doing. So I'm sorry if I'm like freaking you out. You want to pull your eye, like, but not so it's like this. Like, you want to relax it and pull it so you have an even surface. I blinked, I blinked, I blinked. Don't do that. But you can always just like smear it back off. It's usually only a tiny little thing. See, my eyes aren't really used to this because I don't really put this on. Alright, whatever. You get the idea. And then it's gonna look like that. Ignore the smear at the top because I broke it. And then there's gonna be that piece right there that isn't connected because your eye goes up. And then you just want to put a little bit more on your brush. Not too much though, because it's only a little tiny section. Then you're just gonna pull it. Keep your eye really tight. And pull it more down so you can see the whole section. And then just connect it so that it looks more like that. So then your eye looks more like, if you can see the difference. Alright, I guess I'll do the other eye now. Sorry. Here. This'll work. So it's gonna look like that. And then there's still that gap, so. But it'll look like that. It just puts more definition on your eyes. It's not really that necessary. And for wings, you tend to make a line that goes up first with like a piece of paper, something perfectly straight so you can go across it. And then you make one line that goes flat and then you connect it. But you have to match it with the arch that your bottom liner is going. So if your eye is going up like this, make the line match it up here. And then make a flat line here to connect it like a point like that. But I don't want to do that because I have to take a shower and it's going to really suck to try to take that off. I have 3 mascaras. When I first started using mascara, I would use the Mega Plush Volume Express. It's smaller. It's about $8. It is good, but your eyelashes don't really get that long, and it tends to wear off halfway through the day. It doesn't really look like you're even wearing mascara, so I mean, it's good for younger kids, but it's not really effective for a full day thing you want to wear. This is my not waterproof, and waterproof. They're 2 different ones, but they're both really good. I really like this one better. It's the Scandalized Flex by Rimmel. It's about $8, something like that. It comes out really smooth in all of your eyelashes. There's no clumps. It's really long. It's beautiful. This is the Rocket Volume Express by Maybelline. And that's about $8 too. This is very effective as a waterproof, but it does leave clumps. So it gets very annoying sometimes. But I would recommend waterproof if you have sensitive skin, because it tends to run, and if you don't get all of it off your face before you go to sleep, it can irritate down here. So, I don't know, I guess I'll use this one. I don't know if it actually has any in it. Does it? It's kind of dry. Whatever, I'll use the other one. You just want to pull up. And if 2 get stuck together, I would say to brush the other way. Don't use your fingers because it'll make it worse. And it looks like that. I like putting it on my bottom lashes, but a lot of people don't. You don't want to stroke them, just dab it really gently because it looks very defined very quickly, as you can tell. There's 2 ways to do it. You can either just stroke straight up, and that makes it very, very big, or you can pull them sideways and make them more. That looks better if you have the cat wings. I wouldn't recommend going straight up and then doing cat wings because it would look really weird. You either curl, clockwise towards your eye and keep your eyelashes in the same spot. So you pull it and then you go up backwards so it gets all of the eyelashes, and that's good if they're stuck together and you can separate them. But right now I just held my eyelashes in place and just stroked it really fast because it tended to work out. you always want to like recoat them before you go again. Sorry I'm leaning so close to the camera, but I can't see. And just dab it. And then it'll look like that. And if you tend to get, like I might have a really small one, you can see if there's little tiny dots from your eyelashes. Just gently dab it. But if your mascara is wet, I would say to wait a couple seconds till it dries, just because when you rub it, you tend to move your eye and then it'll get stuck together, like that just happened right there. So I would wait like 5 minutes before you try to get it off. That I'm not. I'm not. The video camera.
Oh, are you making a video for makeup?
Yes.
All right then, that's interesting. I like it.
I'm sorry. But yeah, that is pretty much the standard.
Can we do a video on how to clean?
No.
I think you should feel your chores in action.
No.
Oh, I would be so happy.
This is just standard makeup, nothing special. Just going to school, nothing. Like, it's just pretty much, it looks like eyes and lip gloss. The way that I do my skin, I don't do special contouring or anything ridiculous to go to school because it looks really weird. If you want me to do another one to explain how to do that, I can. But this is generally what I want. I just want it to be even with the rest of my skin. And that's pretty much all you really need to do. So yeah, that is all I have to say. And it is like midnight right now, so I am going to go to bed and try to wash all of this off. And I'm hoping she doesn't yell something again. Hope this helped somewhat. Bye.